Year 7 of the channel. Well, the 7th year anniversary when I posted my first official video on the channel, March 20th, 2014. Hard to believe 7 years have gone by. It all started in GTA Online. And GTA Online's still around on the channel. But obviously I've focused on other things as we wait for new GTA content. But I always like to look back on the previous 7 years or last year, 6 years. You get the idea. It's like once a year we have this opportunity to sit around, reflect on where the channel started, the journey I've been on, and the direction I hope to take the channel going down the road. And yeah, it's amazing how far we've come over the past 7 years. All the way from my bowling broke idea, from where I just had these ideas for GTA Online and I got tired of emailing Rockstar about the ideas. I noticed that there were other YouTubers out there that were focusing on GTA. I decided, you know what? I can start a gaming channel. I've done some YouTubing. I had some radio experience. I've been a lifelong gamer. Why not? 7 years later. But at the time, I had no idea what direction my life was going to go by posting one single video. From there, more videos, and eventually moving on to a lot of other things content-wise. Ideas videos, which you could say is at the very beginning of the channel with the bowling broke idea. Thoughts videos, discuss videos, rants, misadventures, like Misadventure Monday we used to do back in the early days of the channel, where I would just drive around in some sort of vehicle that could cause some destruction, like a tank, for example. See how much destruction and mayhem we could carry out before the cops finally destroyed us. Along with my Racing Badly series. Some of you may remember that. There's been some talk about maybe bringing it back one day as a live stream. Maybe one day Racing Badly will be resurrected. That'd be fun. Obviously in live stream form. And speaking of live streams, the channel originally was just content. It was just videos. But over time I started dabbling and learning how to live stream and getting the right gear and technology and setting things up to where I look somewhat professional whenever I live stream. You know, from the graphics I made to making sure I get the like OBS set up properly, the Elgato. Of course, I've had an Elgato from the beginning. I've bought a few over the years, to having my gaming PC to where I can use that to also stream through no matter what I'm streaming through, whether it's a PC, PS4, Xbox. Yeah, eventually we'll move on to Xbox Series X, PS5 one day. And of course, we started the vlogs channel. That happened. And I've been making videos over there ever since, you know. And I enjoy doing the vlogs channel. It's a chance for me to kind of have a little bit of a legacy over there. You know, talk about things I normally wouldn't talk about over here. But at the same time, the vlogs channel, I feel like is a very important part of the main channel, even though it's technically its own thing. And recently I resurrected the GB cast. And I don't know what direction we're going to go with the GB cast. It started off as like one day a week on the weekend, but I put it in hiatus for a while. Then I brought it back to 3 days a week, and I've kind of scaled it back down to 2 days a week because of Red Dead Online as I grind through Outlaw Pass 5. A lot of games I have played on the channel and covered and streamed and Let's Played, like obviously one of the big ones, the game that started it all, was GTA Online. It was the first game that I ever made a video of, as most of you are aware of, and I fully intend to continue covering and streaming GTA Online whenever there's new content, because after, what, 7 going on 8 years of GTA Online, it does get a little tiresome after a while, and especially with some of the griefing nonsense that happens in the public lobbies. But I played other games too. I dabbled in a little bit of Watch Dogs, Just Cause 3, Skyrim, Fallout 4, Shadows of Mordor, the Mafia franchise. That's when my channel really started to, I guess, get noticed a little bit, was my coverage of Mafia 3, starting at the world premiere at Gamescom in 2015, all the way to the launch of Mafia 3 a year later in October 2016. And there, the channel also became known as not just a GTA channel, but also a Mafia channel. And if there's ever a future Mafia game, then I will definitely cover that and end up hopefully streaming that as well somewhere down the road, depending on what the future holds for the Mafia franchise, obviously. So we also have played through other Mafia games. For example, Mafia 2. I played through that multiple times. You know, first off, leading up to the launch of Mafia 3 in 2016. Around that time, that's when my dad passed away from cancer. So that was a difficult time for me and my sisters and my family. But the channel, the viewers, the subscribers, and focusing on making Mafia 2 content, as well as Mafia 3 content and GTA content at the time, really helped me get through that ordeal back in the fall of 2016. And going back eventually and even playing Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven, the very first Mafia game. I did a Let's Play of that on the channel. And then some Batman. There's also Batman, a lot of Batman content because I like Batman, including a little bit of Batman Arkham action and the Batman Telltale series, which I did stream. I Let's Played, then I streamed it. Okay, so I started off as a Let's Play, but then eventually I think I streamed through it. But I did both seasons of Batman Telltale. I enjoyed it, just like Batman the Arkham verse. A little bit of dabbling here and there. And what else did we do? Oh yeah, the big to-do was Red Dead Redemption 2 when it was first officially announced, the world premiere. I began covering that because I'm a huge Red Dead fan. Over a decade ago, I picked up the first Red Dead Redemption. I pre-ordered it, and I absolutely loved it because I love Westerns. I love open world games. And obviously, being a Rockstar fan up to that point, of course, I was very intrigued about what Rockstar could do with a Western. And at this time, I hadn't played Red Dead Revolver yet, but I absolutely loved Red Dead Redemption. So obviously, I was very excited about Red Dead Redemption 2, and I've been covering it ever since. And I played through the game a few times on the channel. And I'm also, as some of you know, doing Red Dead Online content these days. So I went from GTA Online to Red Dead Online, and other stuff in between as well, including like Red Dead Redemption 1. We played through Red Dead Redemption 1. We did Undead Nightmare. We even played some 3Ds, right, from the GTA 3D verse. GTA 3, Vice City, along with San Andreas. So there's a little bit of episodes of that action on the channel, along with some Bully, Far Cry 5, No Man's Sky. And I'm also playing a little bit of No Man's Sky over on Red's channel. So every now and then I'll pop in on his channel whenever he's streaming No Man's Sky, because No Man's Sky has come a long ways. And there's some other stuff, like I did stream a little bit of horror games, and like Dead by Daylight. I still play it every now and then, not as much as I used to, but Friday the 13th as well. So there was a time when I kind of dabbled in horror games. And see, the Mafia trilogy last year, we streamed through Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, which was basically a remaster of Mafia 2, and then the remake of Mafia City of Lost Heaven, Mafia Definitive Edition, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I covered that all summer last year, and then I finally played it, and it was great. For the most part, pretty faithful to the original game, and now something I've been wanting for a very long time was a remake to the original Mafia of City of Lost Heaven, and thanks to Hangar 13, we finally got that last September 2020. One of the good things that happened in 2020. There was a lot of bad things that happened as well. And recently, I've been getting more into Diablo. Now, I have dabbled in a little bit of Diablo 2 on the channel, mostly Diablo 3. But because of the announcement of Diablo 2 Resurrected coming hopefully this year, I've decided to start doing some night streams as well. So on top of the weekend Red Dead Online streams, trying to do a couple of GB Cast live streams like Monday, Wednesdays now. Eventually may go back to Friday, depending on how far I get through Outlaw Pass 5 and Red Dead Online, because that's the PC stream for Red Dead Online. So obviously I try to keep myself busy on the channel. I try to put as much content on the channel. But weekend streams I've been trying to do, along with a couple night streams. And so the first like game I'm playing through on like Monday, Friday night streams is practically Diablo 2, the original Diablo 2. One of my favorite games of all time, by the way. And a lot of these games I mentioned are easily on that list. So, yeah, I absolutely enjoyed being a gamer my whole life, as some of you can tell. I've been one since I was a kid. My grandfather is in television, and then eventually my dad and my stepmom at the time bought me and my stepsister at the time a original Nintendo with Zelda, Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt on our small black and white TV because we were poor. So that was better than nothing. And I think we got like the NES like 2 years after it came out, but it was kind of a big to-do whenever we finally got our hands on an NES when we were kids. I'm dating myself here, obviously. But throughout the past 7 years, I have had some ups and downs. And even though there have been some downs, I've also had some great experiences, and I've met a lot of wonderful people throughout the world. Viewers, subscribers that have come and gone over the years. And I've made some really good friends and some awesome members of our community, along with our mods, and also have met some really cool fellow content creators and streamers. So overall, I have thoroughly enjoyed the past 7 years of my channel. It's been great. It's been something that has really been a life changer for me in a positive way. Did it go exactly the way I thought it was going to go? No, but nothing ever goes according to plan. But at the end of the day, I'm extremely grateful that I decided 7 years ago to put up a video after months of emailing Rockstar ideas. I should have done it sooner, but better late than ever, I guess, in that regard. And you always do something when you were meant to do it. So eventually, I finally did decide to make ideas videos, and then the rest is history, because I still do idea videos. Just nowadays, I focus more on Reddit Online than GTA Online. Like I did a summer wishlist video for Reddit Online most recently. So, and my thoughts on Outlaw Pass 5. But I've learned a lot of lessons along the way and growing this channel. You know, ups and downs, as I mentioned. You know, there have been moments when the channel would be growing like crazy, and then moments when the channel would feel dead. And it was always, like, dependent upon the game I was covering. Like, mostly, it was GTA Online. You know, whenever there was an update, yeah, of course it was doing better. But when there was not an update, it would start to slow down. And eventually, when it got to the point where you felt like it was a little long in the tooth from years and years of playing GTA Online, you would want to move on to other things. But fortunately, I've been able to move on to other content. So I've always attempted to branch out to other stuff. Like I mentioned before, Mafia 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2 and Mafia Definitive Edition, as well as Red Dead Online and numerous games as well that I have covered and played on the channel over the years and streamed. And I'm going to continue to do that. So that's one thing that I have committed to, is that I'm not going to allow the algorithm of YouTube to control me. I'm not. I refuse to. And that's a big reason why, even in the early days of the channel, I was always looking for something else to put on the channel besides just GTA. And that's why I played a little bit of Watch Dogs. That's why I covered a little bit of Watch Dogs. In fact, I think one of my very first quote-unquote viral-ish videos was a Watch Dogs video about the Watch Dogs loading screen. But I do have some lessons that I have learned along the way that I would like to pass on to fellow content creators and streamers. Whether you are a veteran like me, maybe some advice, or maybe you're new. I would say this: do not become a content creator or streamer for money. I never was in it for the money to begin with, and if I was eventually going to make some money playing video games on YouTube or making videos of video games on YouTube, then that was going to be a bonus. And I do make a little bit of money now. It's at best equivalent to like a part-time job when it comes to the financial aspect. But still, it's a passion, it's a hobby, it's something I'm enjoying. Way more than being hit by these cars. Maybe I spend too much time on a horse these days, right? So definitely don't get into streaming or making content for money. Do it because you want to make content. Do it because you want to live stream, because it's something that looks like fun to you that you see other people do. It is very demanding, though. I will say that. So when it comes to live streaming, you've got to get good at having a voice. You don't want to just sit there and play a video game. Even if you're really good at a video game, people are not just going to come to your channel, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or wherever, just because you're playing a video game. They're coming to the channel for you because they want to get to know you as a content creator and streamer. They want to interact with you. And that's important as well. Interact with your audience, especially in the live chat. So make sure you have the means to have a live chat up so you can read what your comments, what your community has to say. Viewers, subscribers, even people new to your channel. Eventually, if they like you, they may become a subscriber. They may become a regular viewer. So you got to be good about that. You got to learn to interact. And sometimes it's difficult for people because people get nervous. They don't want to interact. For some reason, they want to live stream, but they don't want to talk. And you got to do things that help you stand out as a content creator and a streamer. So you always got to try to be as unique as possible. And that's why I recommend you talk during your live streams. You work on tweaking it. Now, you're going to start off with issues just like I did, but it's trial and error. And that's the beauty thing about YouTube and the internet is that there's websites out there you can go to, information on videos on YouTube that can help you become a better live streamer, get better at learning how to put together OBS and use a game capture like Elgato and all that other good stuff. And if you have like a PS4 or a PS5, you can actually stream directly through those consoles, which makes it considerably easier. But there's other things you can also do of your channel too. And another thing that we always have to constantly remind ourselves when we're growing is to always be grateful for where we are and where we came from. Remind ourselves of that every day. Remember that we all started off with 0 subscribers, 0 viewers. And I know sometimes you get into the swing of things. You're growing your channel, you're gaining views, you're gaining subscribers. And then there's going to be times when it slows down for whatever rhyme or reason. And you're going to wonder, well, what's wrong? Why am I not growing as fast as I was? Why am I getting less views? And it could be a variety of reasons. It could be the game that you're covering is just not very interesting at the moment. Maybe if it's like an online game like GTA or Red Dead that relies on new content, it's just a dry period. And so viewers and subscribers are going to go elsewhere for the time being, but eventually some of them will come back once there's something new to that game. So you have to kind of diversify your content and the games you play. And you also have to be grateful for every single view you get, because every single view you get is a person. That's one more person out there in our wild, crazy, beautiful world that decided to watch your channel, to watch your content, to watch your live streams. So always be grateful for what you got. If eventually you're meant to be bigger, then I'm very happy for you. But always strive to do better. Learn how to use Photoshop. Learn how to use video editing software. Learn how to get better at making thumbnails. Learn how to improve the style of your videos and thumbnails and even graphics. And play to your strengths. Play to your passions. Learn how to do a better job tightening your videos and not make them go on for, 20 minutes. I know, but it's my year 7 video, so I can ramble on if I want. So that's what I would say. It's important to interact with your community in a lot of ways, whether it's on the live chat for live streams, and especially like in comment sections if you make videos, right? If you see comments you like, then give them some love, because I think all content creators are capable of taking the time, at the very least, leave a heart, right, on someone's comment if you like their comment. I'm not saying you have to go like everybody's comment and love everybody's comment, but at least maybe pick a few out that you like or love. Say, hey, I love that comment. Boom, I love that comment. It's nice to interact with your audience. And the least we can do as a content creator is read over those comments and maybe show a little love. That's not too much to ask. And whenever somebody comes into your live chat, say hi to them. And always be mindful of that. I know you're enjoying the video game, and that's great. Me too. I'm a gamer, first and foremost. I love playing video games, especially whenever it's a game that has like a story to it, and I'm focused on it. But at the same time, you always got to keep an eye on the live chat. Keep an eye on it. Because some people may come through, and they may say hi to you, and if you're so busy and focused on the game, and you ignore them, they may leave. They may be like, oh, well, you're just not going to interact with anybody. You're not even going to say hi to me. I came here to watch you play a video game, and I said hi, And a lot of people, they never say hi. They just like to watch. But there's some that will say hi. At the very least, they deserve a hi. To say, hey, how's it going? How are you doing? Because that's one more person that's deciding to watch you over somebody else. I mean, they could be watching some Netflix, or they could be watching a movie, or they could be doing something else, but they've chosen to come watch your live stream. So at the very least, you got to focus on interacting with people. So that would be my suggestion, is do a good job interacting with them on whatever socials you happen to have. Now, I don't think you really, in this day and age, need Twitter or Facebook as much, but if you prefer those platforms, good for you. Make sure you always post your content on Twitter and on Facebook and keep people informed to what's going on by the social medias that you use besides YouTube. If you're lucky enough to be a YouTube partner, then take advantage of your community tab, because that's a great way to keep your community informed about things that are going on, to put up polls, even images, and other good stuff too. So always take advantage of the community tab if you eventually are able to unlock that. So make the content you want to make. Don't feel like you're forced to do anything, and screw the algorithm. Just don't worry about the algorithm anymore. It sucks that the algorithm forces content creators to focus on a certain game, whether it's GTA or Red Dead or something else entirely. But at the end of the day, what's most important is you enjoying the games you play and cover and stream as a content creator and streamer. That's what I suggest. So whenever it comes to the future of the channel, a few things. We're going to continue running into walls and not paying attention. What else is new? We're also going to continue playing and covering GTA and Red Dead Online. I know I don't cover GTA as much as I mentioned earlier, but it's not gone. I'm not abandoned GTA Online. In fact, I did a rant video recently, in case you're wondering, about a week ago. So there's still GTA content here and there. And once there's a new update to GTA Online, I will definitely live stream it. Like I said, Red Dead Online is not going anywhere. But I'm just not going to care about the algorithm anymore. I'm just going to be a gamer. I'm a gamer that's also a content creator and streamer. And if there's a game I want to play, I'm going to play it. Like, case in point, Diablo 2 at least once or twice a night. Well, a week. Doing night streams, yeah. At least 1 or 2 nights a week playing through Diablo 2. And after that, I'll probably play something else. Maybe Zelda Breath of the Wild, because I didn't get a chance to stream that because Nintendo were a lot more tough on content creators and streamers on YouTube back then. Now they're a lot more lax, so it's a lot better now for anyone that wants to stream or cover or play a Nintendo game. So maybe eventually I'll do some night streams revolved around Zelda once I'm done with Diablo 2. But speaking of Diablo 2, I'm also going to continue covering Diablo 2 Resurrected, and I'm going to stream Diablo 2 Resurrected whenever that comes out. So that is a thing that is happening, and the GB cast is going to continue. Now, when we brought it back, as I mentioned a moment ago, we brought it back for 3 days a week, but it was never my intention to keep it 3 days a week. It was just to get me back into the swing of doing the GB cast, because I knew that eventually there would be new content for Red Dead Online, including a new Outlaw Pass, so I would eventually decide to focus more on Red Dead Online. And it will always fluctuate, depending on what's going on or not going on. But for now, I think GB Cast will be 2 days a week, and I'm enjoying it. I have a good time. And for everybody that's watching the GB Cast, it's not going anywhere. But it'll be like Wednesdays, Monday and Wednesdays. Yeah, Monday and Wednesdays, GB Cast. We'll talk about a variety of topics, like trending, whatever you're wanting to talk about. Gaming, obviously, comics, sci-fi, TV shows, movies. You get the idea. So that's going to be part of the channel going forward. And that's the future of the channel, really. The future of the channel is me just having a good time, and hopefully all of you having a good time as well, enjoying this adventure we're all on together, and I'm grateful to have you all along for the ride. But I also want to reassure those of you that were wondering about this or that regarding the channel, and to basically lay out my roadmap for the future. My roadmap is breaking the chains of the algorithm and playing whatever I want to play as a gamer and a content creator and a streamer. But at the same time, I know there's people here that want Red Dead Online, and as long as I still enjoy playing Red Dead Online, of course I'm going to still play Red Dead Online. As long as I still have thoughts and ideas videos for Red Dead Online, of course I'm going to still do that as well. Absolutely. Just like I started the channel with Bowling Broke. So yeah, this is how the channel started. with me driving around on the 360, talking about my ideas for a bad sport lobby for players, just throwing them into Bolingbroke instead. That idea never became reality, but still, it spawned the birth of this channel. And 7 years later, here we are. So hopefully, here's to another 7 years of the channel going forward. And I have no idea what the future holds for us the next 7 days or 7 months, let alone 7 years. But I hope that I see some of you continue to be part of the GeauxBurns Nation. And Discord is a great place to be when it comes to the channel. We have a fantastic Discord community. By the way, shout out to my mods and to my admins in Discord. And, of course, on the YouTube channel for doing a great job, as well as my Super Chat heroes throughout the years and my members, junior members, elite members. I never expected anybody to ever actually support me financially, but I'm extremely grateful. And I hope that I continue to do my part to be worthy of your monetary donation. And I hope that the perks that are available for the members are more than adequate for all of you. And I will never, ever ask anybody to become a member or a Super Chat hero. It's always greatly appreciated. It is never required. But it is helpful. Absolutely, it is helpful. But I'm never going to force anybody to be a member or a Super Chat hero. But I also like to reward people through the wall, you know, and showing off the members and the junior members in the elite members below in the description section of live streams and over in the about section of the channel. But even if you never give me $1, a dime, a penny, your time is precious to me. And I try to make it worth your time watching my content, watching my live streams. And for those of you that are still around, whatever brought you to the channel, whether it was my rant videos or my GTA videos or my Mafia videos or my Red Dead videos or my Diablo videos or GB cast, I'm extremely grateful for each and every one of you being here. And I look forward to the future of the channel. And feel free and let me know what brought you here. How did you find my channel? What was it about my channel that made you decide to stick around and continue watching silly old me play video games and my stupid idea videos? Some of them are stupid, I admit. Some of them might be okay. And then my thoughts videos, and of course the rant videos, the trips to Mount Soapbox. There will be more trips to Mount Soapbox, fear not. But at the same time, I don't want to get burnt out with trips to Mount Soapbox. It's a pretty big mountain. It takes a while to get up there. It really, really does. But I look forward to continuing. And I'm also really excited about the future because we have a lot of other YouTubers and content creators we're chilling with now. And I look forward to not only growing my community, but also their communities and our communities continuing to intermingle and grow together. And that's very, very exciting for the future of not only my channel, but their channels too. So that's one thing I absolutely enjoy because I'm not just a content creator and a streamer. I'm also a fellow viewer, a fellow subscriber. I enjoy going and watching other people play. I enjoy watching my friend Red grow his channel and UG Outlaw grow his channel, as well as my girlfriend Riley. By the way, Riley, I love you. I look forward to seeing you in April. So yes, I'm mentioning that in my year 7 video. But yeah, check out her channel. She does great videos. And you know, she started off doing dog fighting and GTA Online because she loves jets. She still does. But she also, like so many other content creators right now, as a gamer, want to play other games. And right now she's playing through some Detroit Become Human, and she loves it. And then I have so many other friends that are also making great content. Kane's also branching out. He's doing good stuff over on his channel, so I'm proud of him. I'm proud of the funny videos that Tank Engine Jr. makes. And like Snake's doing some good stuff over there. I've made some new friends too, including Mike the Gaming Jew. He's a cool guy, along with Rufus the Red. And of course, Redbeard, another good Red Dead Online YouTuber. He does good stuff, so I'm glad to have him as a friend. Void Amy, another Red Dead Online YouTuber. She's fantastic as well. She also likes to go outside the map in Red Dead Online, just like me and Austin BMX and Trippy Commentaries. But there's so many other great YouTubers out there. Not just gaming YouTubers, but there's other fun ones too. And I have to mention my very good friend Azlyn, even though she still makes videos on YouTube, but she predominantly streams on Twitch. She is like my sister from another Mr. and Mrs., basically. We met whenever I was a co-host on Carrick's ACG International podcast. By the way, Carrick over at ACG, he is a good friend, and he is still one of the best reviewers of video games on YouTube. He's up there with several of the others. And Carrick's a great guy. So check out his channel, ACG. Check out my other good friend, Azerlin. We've been friends for years. And that's something that I want to bring up because I've made some pretty good friends over the past 7 years. I don't really talk to Carrick or Reg or Silver as much as I used to. I miss those guys. I hope that the international podcast is continuing to do well and succeed. And maybe one day they'll let me back on as a guest at least. I wouldn't mind coming back, even though most of their viewers now would probably be like, who's GeauxBurns, right? But I'm also trying to do my own thing, my own cast with the GB cast. And maybe that'll survive. Maybe it won't survive. There are definitely things that have come and gone on the channel over the years, but that's the fun part. It's all about experimentation. You know, sometimes you have to try and fail before you eventually succeed. And I've failed a lot in my life. I'm used to it. But at the end of the day, at least I can look back and say I tried to do things. And I've learned a lot along the way. Some valuable lessons here and there. And by the way, another good friend of mine, Fat Chinese Gaming, he also makes good content. So I don't want to leave anybody off. And if I did, I do sincerely apologize. But the viewers that have become friends and become regulars and faithful through good days and bad days, and my awesome members and my faithful mods who do a great job helping me out, along with another good friend of mine, Shotgun Mark, and Red the 8-Bit Dinosaur. They both helped me build up the Discord channel, because whenever I first made it, it wasn't really much to it, but Shotgun came in, and she helped me build it up a little bit. And then Red came in, and he helped me build it up even more. And everybody that's in our Discord has made it a fantastic community to be part of. So, yeah, our Discord is awesome. And that's because of a lot of you out there, including Red and Shotgun and all my mods and all my viewers and subscribers within Discord. So, yeah, I'm extremely grateful to each and every one of you. I don't want to name everybody because that's a lot of people, but there's so many of you. You know who you are. You play with me on a regular basis, whether it's on Xbox, on PC, on PS4. You come to my live streams on a regular basis, and I'm always happy to see you. And sometimes, you know, you have bad days, and you come to me, and I sympathize with whatever's going on in your life. Because we're all got things going on, good things, bad things. But I'd like to believe that we're all in this together, that we at least have this community to at least get some sympathy from, some compassion from when we're down in the dumps, when bad things happen. Like, for example, back in December when my grandma passed away. I mean, she was 96 years old, but still, it sucked. Just like when my dad passed away in 2016. I had my community to turn to, not just family and friends, but also my YouTube community, my Discord community. And that's the way I always want to feel like a place where you can turn to as well. Those of you that obviously are probably my most faithful viewers and subscribers, taking the time to watch this 30-something minute video. I don't know why we went on 30 minutes, but anyways, year 7 of the channel. Started 7 years ago. And we're going to keep going. And I'm going to do what I want to do on the channel. And I hope y'all are down with that. Whether it's more GB Cast, or more Red Dead Online, or more Diablo 2, or yes, there'll be more GTA Online, I promise. Who knows? Maybe I'll bring back Racing Badly in live stream form. Maybe. I don't think I'll bring back Misadventure Monday. I feel like there have been some changes to me personally over the years. I've matured a little bit. Just a little. But one thing I don't really care much. I mean, I'll still do it for fun whenever like me and Riley, Red, and a few others are just goofing off stream. Whether it's in Red Dead or GTA. You know, sometimes we like to, you know, carry out some mayhem and destruction in the game. Just for fun. Especially against NPCs. But I don't think I'll ever bring back Misadventure Mondays. But, you know, Racing Badly, it may come back anyways. One day. I keep saying that. Maybe I'll just keep teasing it till the end of time. And maybe there'll be an April Fool's video, as with tradition. Sometimes an April Fool's video, sometimes an April Fool's live stream. Depending on what I happen to be in the mood for. Just like with my year 7 stuff. Sometimes it's a video, sometimes it's a live stream. But since I have a Red Dead Online stream Saturday, I decided to keep this separate. Because I wanted to get a lot of things off my chest. And a lot of it, admittedly, is rambling into a mini vlog of sorts. But, yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed this past 7 years. And I feel like I've come a long ways as a person, you know. I feel like that. And there have been bad times, like losing some people along the way, and times whenever I was having health issues, you know, a serious drinking problem because I shouldn't drink because of my liver. I have a fatty liver disorder. I know some of you are aware of that. It's a hereditary condition. Basically, my liver can't process things as well as the average liver, specifically like alcohol. So that's why I haven't had a drop of alcohol in quite a few years, and I'm proud of that. And if you do drink, I ask that you drink in moderation and just be responsible. But yeah, so despite everything, I continue to do this. Last year through the bug, you know, that was a tough year for a lot of us. In my lifetime, definitely one of the worst years. I hope that 2021 gets better. I hope that the rest of the 2020s are better. And even if this channel never reaches, say, 100,000 subscribers, I'm grateful for each and every one of you. You all give me something to look forward to whenever other things are not going my way. And lately things are going my way. Things are going pretty good, despite some other issues. For the most part, things could always be worse. There's always a troll infestation here and there to deal with. It's to be expected when you're a content creator. And at first it catches you off guard, and then you and your mods wonder how to deal with it, but then eventually you come up with a good plan going forward. But you survive, you endure, you're stronger for it because it didn't break you. And I've had a lot worse thrown my way in real life. So, lessons learned. Year 7. Here we are. 7 down. I don't know how many more to go. As long as I still enjoy making content on YouTube, specifically revolved around this channel, I can't say the same for the political channel, Poor Burns Report, formerly known as Freedom Files. It was its original name, in case you were wondering. I don't know about that channel anymore. I try, but that's not what we're talking about. Even though that's I guess you could say, still the parent channel of this channel has become precious to me. And a big reason why is because of a lot of you. Because it just excites me to spend time with you. Whether it's during a live stream or to see your reaction to my videos. And to see your thoughts and your ideas as well. And I do read your comments. And sometimes you come up with cool ideas that I give you credit for, and then I use it for a future video. So I feel like we have a great community here. And quality to me is always more important than quantity. And I would take each and every one of you over 10,000 others, or 100,000, or a million others. If this is the direction my channel is supposed to go, a slow grow, but a slow grow with quality when it comes to my viewers and subscribers and members and friends, new and old, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Because I started this thing off because I simply just had a passion to make content. Because I've always had that from my radio days, and combining that with the knowledge I've gained through YouTube, even though I always feel like I still haven't completely wrapped my head around YouTube. Maybe we never will. But I love this platform. I love YouTube. I know it has its flaws. It has its issues. I wish that they would do better in some capacities. Like taking reports seriously when you're filing reports. But okay, YouTube. Are giving partner channels unique icons so that, you know, maybe, just maybe, you could tell instantly in a live chat or a comment that this is actually the person that's leaving a comment or in your live chat. That would be nice, YouTube. I'm just saying. But despite the flaws, despite the issues, easily my favorite social media is YouTube. My second favorite is probably Discord. Twitter, it's a toxic cesspool that I only venture to when I'm pissed off at Walmart. Anyway, so I think that's enough rambling for today. Year 7 of the channel, 7 down. What is it that brought you to the channel? I know I was bringing that comment up a moment ago, but what brought you to the channel? Why do you stick around? What would you like to see in the future of the channel as we go further into 2021? Your thoughts, your views, and opinions regarding year 7 of the channel. As always, welcome below in the comments section.